Alright, I should probably throw on a pair of shorts for this video, because this is not gonna work. Alright, so now that I got my shorts on, as you guys can see, here they are. I got my shorts. You guys can see my prosthetic leg. Alright, so for this video, I mainly just want to sit down, talk to you guys, and kind of give you like a little bit of insight to my life with one leg. So having one leg, it can be kind of hard sometimes. Sometimes it can be cool. You know, there's some perks, I guess, to having one leg. But for me, the biggest thing is like, when I am walking around with my prosthetic, I have it on like 24/7. A lot of people who have one leg, have prosthetics, they will go like a full day without wearing the prosthetic. I literally never do that, okay? I wear my prosthetic 24/7. The only times I do not have it on is when I'm one, showering, or two, sleeping. That is it. I have my prosthetic on all the time apart from that. Like when I would go to the prosthetic lab, they would literally tell me like, dude, this thing looks like it's been through a war. Because I beat the shit out of it. I wear it 24/7. And a lot of people who have prosthetics don't do that. It's not super common to wear your prosthetic 24/7 like I do. Once in a while, I think maybe 3 to 5 times if I'm like been super sick or something, where I've gone a full day without wearing my prosthetic. It's super rare for me. But anyway, some things that I have to deal with that you guys don't, if you guys are interested in that. One, this thing right here, absolute necessity for me. This is a shoehorn, okay? So I have this big, bulky foot. It's like a sick ass, like, look at this. I got like a sick hydraulic foot right here, okay? And it's got a bunch of like dials here where I can adjust how hard or how like easy it is to like press, like how much weight you need. So like right now, it doesn't take a whole lot of force to bend it, but it'll bend depending on how much force I put on it. So like if somebody weighed more, or if somebody was in the gym and doing something heavier, that's like, this is like a super heavy duty foot. So you would turn these dials and it'll actually adjust how hard it is or how much force is needed to push these hydraulics in and to bend the foot. Sometimes it's super trippy, and I'll be like laying down on the couch or something, and the dials will flip, and I'll stand on it, and it'll go from like super easy to like super hard, and it makes me like dizzy. It's super weird. I can't even explain the feeling, because like in my head, like I'm used to how much force it takes to walk on it. So when it changes, I'm like, what the hell? Like it's this crazy experience. I can't explain it. It's super trippy. I get dizzy. It's crazy. So the next thing on the list is gonna be this. So it's like a E45 cream. I've seen somebody else use this. Some other amputee using this. So I decided to copy it. But basically, it's for like dry, itchy, flaky skin. Like it just helps moisturize your skin, really, to be honest. Helps with irritation, things like that. I don't use this that much, but sometimes what I would do for a little while is I would put some of this cream on. Well, I would first use like a water wipe, and I would clean my foot, because it's sitting in there all day. Like it's sitting in this shoe, like foot, all day, every day. So I would like wipe it with a water wipe, and then I would take these this cream and I would put it on there. It also made it kind of smell pretty good too. It made it smell better. So yeah, like I don't know, that's just something that I would do. I don't do it too much anymore, like, but I used to. I'm pretty like low maintenance when it comes to amputees. I feel like there's a lot of amputees who have all these like routines and stuff. I really don't. Like for the most part, I just kind of chill. I'm a chill guy, I guess. Anyway, next up on the list, yes, WD-40, but this is not no regular WD-40. If I were to spray WD-40 straight onto my leg, I would have brown streaks on all my clothes. It would be awful. Like I would stain everything. So this is WD-40 with white lithium grease, so it doesn't stain your clothes as much. Sometimes at the prosthetic lab they will use like a colored grease, so when I put this on there, that old grease will run a little bit, or like if it's got a little bit of rust in there, it'll do that a little bit too. But basically I just use this, and I'll take it and I'll wipe it down with like a toilet paper. I actually need to do that right now, so I'm gonna do it, because sometimes my leg gets super squeaky. Right now it's not super bad. We're just gonna stay on top of it a little bit, but Sometimes it'll get super squeaky and it'll annoy the hell out of me. Some people who I'm around all the time, they say they don't notice it. There's no way they don't notice it, bro. It's literally like it's sitting there squeaking every time I take a step. It's so annoying. People are just trying to be nice, bro. It's annoying. Come on. But anyway, I'm gonna grease this up. I'll let you guys watch. So let's grease it. All right, so bear with me. I'm doing this with one hand, but what we're gonna do is we're aiming to shoot some grease right into these bearings right here on both sides. And I'm literally just going to tap it so slightly, bro. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully it doesn't like shoot everywhere. Alright. We kind of cooked right there. Do the other side. Oh, yeah, that one got a little bit. Come back to this side, get a little bit more. Oh yeah, that one juicy everywhere, bro. I'm gonna smell like grease. Whatever. Alright, so then we just take this. See that? It's like, it's not super bad, you know? Like, it's just like a little bit of like, color to it, but it's not bad. Like, you know, if you have the other, like the brown stuff, like, see, that's a little bit of rust or whatever. But, like, if you have like the brown stuff, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of like, color to it. It's not gonna be clear like this. Like, that's not super terrible, you know? Not bad. That's mainly just like rust or dirt or whatever. Anyway, like I'll just sit here and rub it a little bit. But yeah, that's how I grease my prosthetic, bro. You guys... Did y'all ever think in your life that you'd watch someone grease their leg, bro? That's crazy, huh? Never in my life when I was younger did I think I'd be greasing my leg, but here I am.
A few moments later.
Alright, so one of the last things I'm going to show you guys in this video is my old foot versus my new one. So this is kind of what my old foot used to look like. But there used to be this, I don't have it anymore, I wish I did. I have some of my old legs, but they're like buried somewhere. I'll have to dig them up for a video sometime, but basically it has like a foot shell, so it looked like an actual foot, and it was a shell that went over this blade. And this is what I always had for a foot. I never had anything else. In fact, this foot I have right now is the first one I've ever had that wasn't just a normal, like, simple blade like this. And I actually have a lot more options I can go through now, because I'm with a new prosthetic company, but yeah, this is super cool. Like, look at the difference. Look at the difference here, guys. Like, this is what I got now. Look at all this cool stuff, bro, versus what I had. And there's like just a foot shell over this, and I would always put holes through the foot shell because I would like walk on my toes, bro. Like, and I even walk on my toes on this one a little bit, like, as you guys can see, like I don't know if I got that, but basically, the reason I would walk on my toes is because you got to think about this. Your like legs and your like your leg length is the same. It's supposed to be the same on both sides. And when they put you in a prosthetic leg, they're putting you in a prosthetic with the intention of like they're gonna be wearing a shoe, right? So when I get fitted for my prosthetic, it's always for the size of like my shoe. Like, they'll take my soles in count. So they have to make it even depending on like the soles of your shoes. So if I wear, you know, different shoes with different size soles, I'm a little uneven, but it's not super bad. But then if I like just have no shoes and I'm barefoot walking around my house, I have a huge gap, like a huge difference. So to compensate for that, lots of times I will walk on my toes, or at least my left side. With my prosthetic, I'll walk on my toe a lot, so I would just like absolutely destroy, you know, any socks or anything like that. So I don't even wear socks on my left side anymore. So like, what are the pros? Well, for one, I get an excuse to skip leg day, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I still train legs. A lot of people ask me how I do train legs, and the answer is unilaterally. That's it. Like, I train single leg exercises. I don't train my prosthetic side. There's really no point. The only thing I have over there that I would be training would be like my calves and my, what else, like my, literally my calves, bro. That's it. My ankles, I don't know. Like, I have a huge, bro, I'll show y'all this. Y'all think this is actually crazy. Hold on. So I can't believe I'm actually showing this on camera, but bro, look how beefy my ankles are, bro. Like, those are some cankles. I've had to put on so much muscle here because it acts as my knee. So like, if you look at the comparison here, you know, I got a normal size ankle down there. This thing is just a fucking boulder, bro. Anyways, so the only thing I'd be training on that side would be like my ankles and my calves. My ankles don't need anymore, and nobody's gonna see my calves on that side, so we're not training both sides. Mainly just unilaterally, single leg stuff. I have some stuff on my right leg, you know, a hip replacement and stuff that I can talk about in a different video that does limit me there as well with squats and, you know, pistol squats, things like that. But for the most part, like I do a lot of like leg extensions, hamstring curls, step ups. I do some like Bulgarian split squat style movements, and some stuff like that I'm able to do on my right side, and that's what I do on leg day. So if I'm training leg day, and I got every excuse not to, you should definitely be training leg day too. Don't skip leg day. But yeah, but the other pro is I have a handicap tag, bro. That's freaking fire. You know how fire that is? I'm literally, what, 20? I'm 24 years old. Well, I'm gonna be 24. And when I park in the handicap spot, and people like see me, they see me pull up, and they're like, they give me these weird, dirty looks, and they're like, like this kid's just using his, you know, his grandma's tag or whatever. And then I get out, and they see my prosthetic, and they're like, oh, you know, like I can literally see it in their face. It's like, bro, what you think, dude? You actually thought like I was some scumbag taking some handicaps? No, I literally have that. I have the right to that. But it's just funny seeing people's reaction. But I do have a handicap tag. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's so pro. Like, I love having it. And I'll have that for the rest of my life no matter what. But yeah. So anyway, this is just kind of like an insight to some of the things that I, you know, do for my prosthetic and deal with on a day-to-day basis. Just some insight to my life with one leg. So if this was interesting to you guys, or, you know, if you're an amputee and this helps you, maybe you just want to see somebody with one leg and what their life's about. I don't know why you watched the video, but if you made it this far, leave a like. Thank you guys for watching. I want to make more videos, you know, insight to my life, more motivational videos like I did last week. I'm going to try to post every Saturday, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I really want to make sure I'm posting every single Saturday. So anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.